Hi guys, Dave Geary.
Hi guys, Daniel Hastings here from MMJ and welcome to our July 2020 video blog, real estate video blog I should say, and as always, why break tradition, we should do this, get the stats man into his perfect role. What's the latest that you've noted, Dave?
Okay guys, looking CoreLogic sent some interesting statistics out recently telling us the change over the quarter in the pricing. And the interesting thing, they looked at Newcastle, Wollongong and Sydney, and Wollongong's fared the best. Sydney and Newcastle had a minute reduction at 0.4 and 0.8 off memory. Negative, yep. Where Wollongong as a regional, they went 1.8%, which is showing the strength in the Illawarra.
Shows we're doing well, and that's why which is good and bad, that we're the third dearest city in the country. That, like I said, there's pros and cons to that argument.
But still in demand, aren't we?
We're still in demand.
Escarpment, ocean, beaches.
Proximity to Sydney is obviously a big one, and that's probably our advantage to another regional city like in the Hunter. So yeah, no, really good signs and showing even in some challenging periods how well our region is doing.
True. And saying about challenging, mate, looking at the statistics on, it's an always interesting stat to see what houses are selling for, what's the dearest properties, what's the cheapest properties. So at the moment, since July, right through to into August or beginning of August, the time of this filming, the dearest property that sold in Illawarra was just under $3 million.
Yeah, right.
Very interesting, so, still in a quiet time.
Yeah, if you're seeing high-end stuff go like that, it's very good to see overall as well. So,
so that was a house in Austin.
Yep.
Interesting stat was too that between 1 million and 2 million, there was still, through this month, 16 properties sold.
Yeah, there you go.
$1 to $2 million. Yep. Very interesting. The other thing is, and everyone always wants to know, is what the bottom end's doing. And what was the cheapest house, what's the cheapest unit. Cheapest unit sold was $293,000 in July. And basically, I would have thought that would have been a one or a bed sitter, but it was actually a two-bedroom apartment in Wollongong. So, but $293,000.
Good value.
Still affordable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The cheapest house was $396,500 in Berkeley.
Yep.
So still affordable for everyone for housing if we're getting into the market, first home buyers.
Great segue.
I was.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, so obviously with the first home buyers, there has been big news, I should say, probably in the last 48 hours at the time of filming. And yeah, when you look at those affordable opportunities that are still out there, be it in the units or the housing markets, some really positive news for first home buyers, particularly from the New South Wales government, where they have lifted their threshold from initially from 650,000 for brand new property now to 800,000. So I think
so no stamp duty up to 800.
No stamp duty, and that's stamp duty is it's a state tax, one that our industry has some frustrations with, but it's good to see some stimulus, which is obviously not just to encourage the property industry, but obviously a big focus is the building industry as well. So
how long is it in for?
They've said 12 months at this day, so they've committed to 12 months. I guess we'll see. They're obviously trying to stimulate things during this pandemic period, so I guess it'll be a wait and see sort of approach. But you know, certainly for those of you eligible for the first home buyers benefits and all those other ones we should point out, which we've spoken about in other vlogs, those people looking to get the benefit, or the grants I should say, for extensive renovations or new properties, etc. So they still apply as well.
25,000 grant you're talking about?
Yep.
The 10,000 grant for the first home buyer?
Yep.
Okay.
And we got
that's on brand new property, isn't it?
Brand new property or extensive renovations. And yeah, there are some income thresholds that you've got to be mindful of there, so make your inquiries to see if you're eligible on that front as well.
Not a problem. Now we're in a lovely property at the moment, mate.
Out of Kembla Grange, brand new property, one of your listings, and it's in a duplex development.
It is. It is.
Very well regarded builder locally too, so it's nice to be working for him again.
Yeah, that's right. And they're a duplex situation. They're Torrens title with 3 bedrooms, and great value down here. Park across the road, perfect first home buyers. You get the renovation.
What are we asking for these?
$595.
$595. So well under those thresholds that we just talked about. And there's probably another part which I'm excited about, Dave. Besides the fact that these are a great product, but the developer here has done the right thing in relation, and you can start to see already in the background and so forth, that these have been styled, ready for presentation. Now, the great thing is these are a mirror image of each other.
That's right.
And I think we're going to show you the benefits of making sure that your styling is right. And this is that rare opportunity where we have one style and one not.
And they're identical.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you'll notice the difference. Let's have a look. Okay guys, I'm sitting in here in the identical apartment right next door. So I'm sitting in the kitchen, and as you can notice it's echoey, and it feels a little colder compared to next door. When I take you next door, you'll see what I mean. There's no soft furnishings in here at all, and it's not, look, even if it's a good product, it's identical. It's an interesting thing to see. So when we get over to here, you'll notice next door what happens, the difference down, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you do get a larger, ironically, an empty room looks smaller. So from that point of view, especially when it's styled right, you do get a larger feel for the space overall. And one of the biggest differences is the spatial concepts from an unfurnished versus a furnished. So you'll see here, comfortable sized rooms generally speaking, but certainly when you look at this version and when we're about to go into our furnished version, you'll see a marked improvement in the spatial feel.
Wow, look at the difference here now. The finishings, the styling. You notice the difference when you walk into a property like this with the warmth of it. The photos not just look good, but when the people get here, they still appreciate the house more. The styling, it does everything for a property, and then it adds value to the property as well. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, all the homely touches are obviously tug on the heartstrings a little bit more. And I guess besides looking, beautiful, because there's no better word for it, it also creates a better perspective on size. When you look at the lounge room here as well, obviously the team at Two Monkeys have made sure that they've picked the right style, but also the right size for each space and room as well. Probably with regarding to space, for me, is the bedrooms. The bedrooms are imperative to get right, and sometimes you have a situation where they're small and they'll look their best.
Okay guys, thanks for your time again.
Yeah, thanks again. We'll see you in August, and look forward to hopefully some continued positive news about the Illawarra property market.
See you later.